Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shobha Kumari. I am an English teacher in Government Inter College, Siwan, Bihar. I am also a teacher educator and have worked for the Bliss project of British Council. I have also been a teacher trainer at SCERT Bihar. Welcome to my online learning platform. Friends, this is the age of ICT or the information and communications technology. People are converting more to tech savvy. And so, in this sprint or the run, e learning classes have become much more desirable. But these classes, in due course, due to lockdown perhaps, is becoming the need of the masses. Every single student has to do e learning nowadays because of the schools closed. So, today we are going to deal with a few common problems which are faced by the teachers and students in the e learning classes and which need to be solved through the proper initiatives for the benefit of the students. First, we will see what are the problems and then we will talk about the solutions. The first and foremost with the problem which is common now is being seen is the adaptability struggle. This is a very big problem as the students were previously they were trained or they were used to the traditional class or face to face learning was uh, common, and now all of a sudden they have to switch to computer based learning. So they are finding it difficult to adapt and adjust. The computer based teaching and learning in a virtual classroom is making the experience entirely different for the students as well as the teachers also. Their resistance to change, don't want to change. They are hesitant. They think that if they switch on to these learnings, they might not fit into that or they might not learn whatever is required. So to get accustomed to the systems and the method of computer based education, it is very much important for them. While passive listening and notes taking were expected in the traditional classroom, now there is online discussions or creating web page and demanding uh, or the teacher demands some feedback and all. So this happens in the online classes. So students with a traditional mindset find it difficult to adapt. However, they need to accept few learning circumstances with the open mind and heart. So the solution which might be for this problem is to overcome all these problems. Students will have to understand the benefits of e-learning, and even for that they will have to discuss it with their peers. This may change their mindset, and the teacher also, while taking the class, in time to time in between, may discuss about the benefits or the importance of e-learning for their future also. Uh, and to again to overcome this obstacle or to triumph over this, it is very important that e-learning courses should be made as engaging and inspiring as possible. Once they recognize the importance of e-learning, they will surely try to adjust with it, and for that, we teachers will have to help them. The second problem, which is again common, is the technical issues. Many students are not provided with a high bandwidth or the strong internet connection that online courses require, and thus fail to catch up with their virtual classmates. Their weak monitors make it hard to follow the course system and their learning becomes problematic. Some of them don't even own computers or a smartphone and have to seek others' help. Sometimes they have to go to learning resource centers like cyber cafes and all for technical assistance. So, for this also, there is a solution that the problem we have to know what kind of technological support they need from us. Before or what our exam, the program or our course is of which type, and the students will should know our courses before enrolling in it, as well as they have to properly equip themselves for the course's successful completion. They have to overcome this by ensuring, or we have to overcome this by ensuring that our e-learning course is available on a wide range of devices and platforms, and that our materials are very easy to navigate. All the students, no matter of which level they are able to navigate our materials. They are able to see or attend our classes on any device and anywhere. So this should be taken into account. And the third is the computer literacy also. So I think this is the most important one. Although students are generally tech savvy nowadays, we see that whatever we don't know, our children know about the smartphones or technology. All the students are tech savvy, but there are some that are not so much interested, or lack of computer literacy is also among them. So sometimes many of the students, they are very much acquainted with the mobile phone, Android phones, or laptops and computers, but some basic things which is needed for the e-learning or online classes, they lack that knowledge sometimes. So we can say that they lack the basic knowledge of suppose Microsoft or PowerPoint, and therefore they are not able to handle their files and all. So this perception that they know technology, they know how to handle the smartphones and all this, so they know everything. This perception has to be changed, and they should very much, they should be taught, or they should at least know the basic knowledge of the computers, how to handle that. And however, technology proficiency is a must for the online courses, as it enables students to manage their assignments and courseware in an organized manner without struggling. Not all of the learners are going to have the latest and greatest tech gadgets, so there are problems in this. And for the remedy, we can say that our e-learning delivering material should be free of any multimedia elements that may be difficult to use, those that can or which cannot be controlled by the learners conveniently. It should not be like that, which the learners can't do and they have to seek help from anybody or their elders. Our course material should not be like that. We shouldn't include videos that the learners cannot pause or adjust the volume. Thus, they have to, if our system is that they have to listen to whatever we are saying in our classes, this is again not interesting for them. So for that, we have to make such videos, or our classes should be such that they can pause it, and then suppose that they want to write something, then they will take down the notes. Again they want to play it, or if they want to go back again listen to what we are saying, they can do this on their laptop or mobile. So this will make their learning easier. In short, we may say that we should keep our things simple and meaningful when integrating multimedia in our e-learning courses, so that our e-classes appeal to a broader learning audience, or means as many as students want, they may join our e-learning classes. Now the next problem, which is now which is also we are able to hear nowadays, is the time management. Sometimes it is very difficult for the e-learners, as online courses require a lot of time and intensive work. Previously, it was that mostly adults preferred the web-based learning programs for their place, and because of their the flexibility of the place and time. They rarely people rarely had time to take the courses, so they switched to online courses, which they could attend even if when they were in, or they are in office or anywhere. They thought for if in their busy schedule, if they cannot take out any time for the classes, they preferred e-learning classes. But this problem nowadays is due to lockdown, suppose perhaps, is automatically sorted. The time is not a big issue. Many people are still hesitant to take e-learning course because they think that they won't be, they will not be able to go with the pace of the online teaching, and then they will have to require a lot of chasing after, running after the teacher. They won't understand, and so they are afraid. They have a sense of fear about that. So for that kind of learners also, there is a solution, that a regular schedule planner should be, it will be very significant to help these kind of learners, as it would they could even set reminders for their courses or assignments, and we can overcome this by ensuring that our e-learning is in a bite-sized chunks, not a very big video of half an hour or 20 minutes. It should be very small videos which the learners can watch whenever they feel free to do so. And we should also avoid the lengthy text blocks or cluttered pages within our e-learning modules. Suppose we are giving them any materials, it should be clear and very easily understandable. By this we can give them chance to more effectively acquire and retain information and not get confused by the e-learning experience. Then the e-learning experience will become very cheerful or very nice for them. As such, then they will need to grab their attention from the start with visually compelling graphics or images, and then which will make them engaged with the multimedia themes to deliver information clearly and concisely. Another problem which is being seen is the lack of motivation. Lack of self-motivation, it would be better to say. The self-motivation is most essential requirement for the e-learners, because many online learners lack this one, and after joining any e-learning, because this is the era of e-learning or online classes everybody is doing, so when somebody is not doing that, they think that to run with the society, I also will join an e-learning class. But then they have no motivation, and they sometimes lag behind, and they quit from that. So after joining e-learning courses, many learners fall behind and in their inner sense, they cultivate the idea of giving it up, as difficulties in handling technology medium also seems undefeatable by them. So for that, students need to find the motivation to follow the new educational trends and also properly equip themselves for future challenges in their education and career. They should realize the importance of e-learning in today's scenario. Only a positive attitude will help them to overcome the challenges in e-learning. Though it is hard to practice, students need to understand that it is necessary in order to reap the e-learning's benefits in future. And if they are able to do so, they will really have a very bright future. Lack of interesting and engaging e-learning materials also is a problem. Whenever anyone prepares or does an online class, sometimes his class becomes uninteresting because it doesn't engage the learners. It is generally people the learn when I have talked to some e-learners, they say that e-learning class is only one-sided. They can't ask questions, they can't fulfill their nobody is going to fulfill their queries. For that they again quit from that side, and then they have to they change and search for another side or another teacher or another class. So for this e-learning, we have to change this. Sometimes it becomes monotonous also for the students and boring also, and after a certain period of time what they do, the grasping power, the learning power within them withdraws, and they just sit down to complete the time also. Sometimes when they have live classes they have to sit there, so they just sit unwillingly also. To overcome this hurdle, it's important to make the e-learning course as engaging and inspiring as possible. Scenarios, e-learning games, or videos are great ways to achieve this. Our e-learning materials should be interesting. For this, we have to do prior planning and designing of our e-learning courses with graphics and designs. We may include visual storytelling with photo collages, put on PowerPoint slides, or make our own videos and post them. We can also prepare a set of FAQs, frequently asked questions, to be asked by the students, and tell them to give the feedbacks in the comment box also. By this they will engage themselves, they will be engaged and be enthusiastic during the class. And when they give the FAQs or send the FAQs, we have to respond to that also. So that other next time they think that our queries are fulfilled, so they will show much more interest, and then the number of learners will swell. They will automatically increase in number, the learners. All of these will give learners an opportunity to immerse themselves within the subject matter rather than just reading about it. When we give them tasks, they will go through it, they will be engaged, and then they will focus on the material. There's one more thing to be remembered while teaching in an online class. We must remember that the learners are focusing on you, unlike the traditional classroom where there is much possibility of getting them distracted. Here the learners are not going to be distracted. In the traditional class there are students and there are many factors which can distract them, and the learners will hear or listen to certain amount whatever you are speaking. But here the learners in the e-learning class, he listens to your every word. Sometimes he goes back and listens to it twice. So we should speak clearly and only what is needed, with meaningful expression, of course. We should have a smiling face. We should show that the students are in front of us. It will make our classes more interesting. Our online classes are very good initiative, but at this initial stage, or at its initial stage, it poses certain threats to students. Attitude change and technological literacy would help them gain confidence in order to succeed in their course with a positive vibe. You, as an e-learning professional, have to consider a wide variety of e-learning challenges, and for that you will have a lengthy to-do list. By overcoming these common e-learning problems, you have the power to create effective and enlightening e-learning courses for your learners. You are able to address if you are able to address all these hurdles, you will help your audience to create wonders, and then they will love to join your classes, to attend your classes, and you will create wonders with them also. Thank you. Meet you in the next video.